Well, hello to my rock family. We are going to do a multicolored dragonfly today. I believe it's called Zentangle art, but I also call it patchwork, where you just kind of put whatever you want in little compartments of your drawing. Start with a big enough rock that you're going to be able to fit a large body as well as large wings. So make sure it's wide enough for your wings and long enough for your body. I'm just going to keep the picture here for your reference if you want to take a look at it while I'm painting. You're going to need some black acrylic paint as well as gold, of course. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I love the gold. You're also going to need dotting tools or the ends of your paint brushes or toothpicks, just so you can do some creative designs. A fine lining brush, and as well as other thicker brushes that you might need. It's completely up to you. We're also going to use any color you desire for your creative designs inside the dragonfly. So whatever your heart desires, that's what you're going to pick. First, I'm going to use a pencil. You might want to use an eraser just in case you make mistakes. And I'm going to draw on the design of the dragonfly. I'm going to start with the head, where I want the head to be. And we do have to make the head and the body a bit thicker than normal dragonflies because we want to be able to see the designs and the Zentangle ideas all throughout the body. So there's got to be enough room. Once again, it's basically completely up to you what you decide to do inside your dragonfly. I'm just going to give you some ideas. Now it looks like a worm, so this big fat worm needs some big fat wings. Because its body is so big, the wings need to be big as well. And it's okay if you end up curling the wings down the edge of the rock. Just continue them right down to the edge. Make them nice and big. And just like that, there's two wings. There we go. And I continued the wings down the edge of the rock as well. Now you can use your eraser and clean up any mistakes that you want to make. We also need to put the legs and the antennae. So I'm going to draw my legs on here. And like I said, the eraser seems to work really well getting your marks off the rock. As long as your rock's not white, the eraser usually works pretty well. And as you can see, I'm going to mess up this leg here. So I'm going to need to replace that leg, erase it and replace it, because that does not look right. Always best to start off by drawing your design on, because eraser's a lot easier to use than getting rid of it with paint. Now with your fine lining brush and a bit of a thicker brush so you can fill it in, we're going to use the black acrylic paint. And we're going to basically just draw the entire outline that we just did in pencil in black paint. Now, if you want to use something other than black, it's completely up to you. If you want to do a white background and then do your Zentangle designs over top of the white background. That's completely up to you. Today I chose black because it's similar to the picture that I showed you at the beginning of the video. This is a two-part tutorial. So make sure you watch part 2 in order to see the finished product and all of the designs that I drew on my dragonfly. And your dragonfly doesn't have to be as big as mine. If you're using a smaller rock, the smaller the dragonfly, the smaller the brushes you're going to need to use in order to work in your Zentangles. Now I just have to draw his left and right antenna. And now I'm going to fill all of that in with black acrylic paint. So that's basically my background color. And if you'd prefer to use silver instead of gold, where I'm using gold, that's completely up to you, or a different metallic color like a metallic turquoise. Now with the body, you're probably going to have to change your brush sizes as you go down so that you don't go outside the lines. Just to make life a bit easier for you, always use the correct size of brush. For the last bit of the tail, of course, I'm going to use my tiny little fine lining brush. With the bend, it's only bent because it sits in my glass of water for far too long. All right, you let that dry, and once it's dry, you might see some spots that you need to fill in that didn't show up while it was wet. And then we are going to get out our gold or metallic color that you wanted to use. Now I'm just going to outline all of the body parts again, all those separate parts with the gold. And I'm just staying inside the black line because I do, in the end, I outline it all in black anyway. So I kind of save myself some time by not going all the way out to the edge. Just cover all of it in gold. See you in the next tutorial, part 2.